Hey friends, ready to head back down the arcade? Come with me now for more romance and soul searching among the pinball machines. It's Arcade Spirits. Welcome back friends, here we are again. We are at the Arcade Con, the Max Entertainment Convention Doodah Thingamabob Doohickey place. You know the one. Yes, we are. Yeah, that was it. We have got a stack of papers, a stack of posters to distribute. And if I remember rightly, TC was feeling a bit nervous about having to socialise with so many people. So Juniper has brought us posters which do not resemble the poster I designed. Oh, Juniper, why would you do this to me? I took the liberty of tuning your poster just a little. Right. And changing the font selection and picking out new clip art. Clip art? You used clip art, mate. What the hell? Deep breaths, deep breaths. I'm rearranging everything and using a poppier colour scheme. But I liked my original design. Oh my god, Juniper, why are you taking over my life? What is going on? I'm not sure I like her. You used Comic Sans and Papyrus. I actually quite like Papyrus. I wouldn't use it professionally, obviously, that would be wrong. But there is nothing wrong with Papyrus, and it's been proven that Comic Sans is actually seen by a lot of there's people, I don't know how to describe it. I can't remember the actual article. But certain neuro conditions find Comic Sans easier to read because it's rounded and it's not intense and it's not threatening. It has an audience. It's not the comedy font. Gets me quite wound up. Fonts, typographies and whatnot. But anyway, Juniper has taken it upon herself to. To be fair, she's used the cool Arcade Spirits font, which is pretty ace. I do like the little triangle for the A and stuff like that. But you could have asked, mate. You could have asked. Comic Sans is cool, right? It looks like a comic book. Gamer nerds love comic books, don't they? And Papyrus was in that movie with the blue cat people, aliens everybody loved. Oh, me. Take it from a wannabe visual designer. Comic Sans is a one-way ticket to the uncool zone. But these new flyers are going to pull people in from the four corners of the globe. Well, yeah, I mean, I guess they're not bad. Pretty good, actually. Okay, they're superior by every conceivable metric. I didn't know you were an artist, Juniper.
Well, I mean...
I'm not really. I mean, I guess I'm good at pretending to be one, but I couldn't, make art for a living, right? I couldn't. Not if you don't ask people. Before changing their designs, Juniper. Not cool. Anyway, if that stack isn't enough, I also emailed you a copy of the original file. Just take it to a copy shop or something and they can run off some more. Publishing document, get! So back to the point at hand, getting the information to the masses. Maybe if we just start yelling, "Hey you guys!" Several people turn around and look at us confusedly. Juniper?
What?
What? Yelling is probably not the best way to get our word out. And I'm actually still waiting for Ashley and Teo to show up. They promised they'd help me, so I think I'll just hang out until they arrive. As you like, it seems my work here is done. She pulls out her phone and checks it. You Funplex folks fling some flyers. I can't believe I managed to get that sentence out first time. As for me, there's a really cool panel I wanted to attend. How to get your foot in the door of the arcade art industry. I mean, not that I'm seriously thinking about it, just, it's interesting and stuff. That's how we all start, Juniper. That's how we started streaming, YouTubing, all of this stuff.
Later!
It's starting in 10 minutes. I'll catch up with you at home. Good luck, TC. Juniper waves as she trots off, and I lose sight of her instantly as she ducks into the crowd. The crowd's not that big. I spot the penguin on the left though. Penguin hype. Growing up, I always knew that arcades were amazingly popular, but for the reality of it all didn't really stick until being here at Max. Thousands of people all coming together for their love of games. It's actually pretty darn inspiring. I muster enough courage to wade my way through several hundred people in the main convention hall. Eventually, I find a safe space, a humble bench near the water fountains. I make this my home base while I wait for my friends. Since they're both running late, I have some time to fully take in my surroundings, in a calmer fashion, of course. Everywhere I look, everything I see, it's all steeped in arcade culture. Well, it is an arcade con. Booths are set up for all the major arcade companies, each table vying for the attention of the crowd. Some have spaces set up with stages, flashing lights, people throwing t-shirts into lines of people. Merch. Can we talk about these lines for a second there? There are lines for everything. Lines to play games, lines to go see a panel, lines to eat disgusting convention food, lines for the bathroom. There are even lines to get into other lines. Line hype. Or as we call it here, queue hype. And they all just wait there happily, standing, happily chittering amongst themselves. I have trouble waiting in line for 10 minutes at the whole story for a coffee, let alone waiting in line for 3 hours just to play a game that will be released in 4 months. That was a little bit like me with Kingdom Hearts at EGX. Although it was not 3 hours. It was maybe half an hour at most. But still, yeah, lines. Ugh. These people aren't even human anymore. Their perseverance is godlike. The sensory output here is overwhelming. People are shouting and laughing as the crowd areas. Music pumps out of several different booths, making it a weird mashup of notes and chiptunes. There's even a giant dinosaur that people can take selfies with. As I contemplate how I'm going to attract all these people to Funplex hype! I forgot we called it that. Hype! 2 exclamation marks. I hear sounds of very loud and very upbeat music from behind me. I feel the bumping of the bass reverberate through my shoes and I turn around. It's my boy! TC! Oh god, he's the music. Teo sets down a colossal boombox at his feet. I recognise the music now. It's from Showtime Stage. Teo is bumping his signature song. I motion for him to turn down the music, and he complies. The last thing I need to do is lose my voice from shouting before I even get the chance to talk to anybody. Hey hey! Sorry I'm late. I had some last-minute dance moves I had to incorporate into the routine. No worries, I just got here myself. Despite Max's many attempts to trample me, I have survived thus far. Yeah, looks like you are significantly non-trampled. Nicely done. Although if you were injured, I could always nurse you back to health. Fans self furiously. Don't congratulate me yet, we still have the rest of the day to endure. What's with the boombox, by the way? Oh, this is for the Showtime Stage gathering. There are going to be a couple hundred of us from all over the world. I didn't realise there were communities in other countries.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. that's so funny. I don't know why it's funny, it just makes me laugh. Anyway, calm yourself, TC, calm yourself. We're actually the second biggest community. The largest is in Japan, obviously. Several players flew all the way from Tokyo just to be part of our Showtime Stage flash mob. How exciting. Oh, is this really the best place for a flash mob? What? Yes, I want to join in. How did you even arrange this? Obviously I want to join in. Of course I want to join in. Why would I not? I admit I've probably spent too much time watching videos of flash mobs doing random stuff for upvotes, but they look like so much fun. They do. And to take everyone by surprise like that, I want to see the looks on their faces. I want in. It might be a little late for that. I've been planning this for months and it's taken coordination from all of the leaders of all of the groups. There was a lot of work from all sides to make this come together. Now all that's left is to actually do it. In fact, you should come and watch it. I want to be in it! Oh dear lord. What a stress thing. I was about to respond when a very elegantly dressed gentleman caught my eye, with a very female-shaped bosom, and hips and, yeah, ratios, but anyway. He wore a proper back tailcoat with an ornate sigil pinned to his breast, accompanying his suit he had fashioned himself with white regal gloves. With a cloth draped over his arm, he held tightly onto an antique tea kettle. That's a teapot, but okay. As he approached, the crowd parted like waves for Moses. There were oohs and ahs from onlookers, and people pulled out their phones to get a quick picture of him. Why can we not see that that's Ashley, quite clearly? Like the rest of the crowd, I was taken aback at how immaculate this butler was. Absolute perfection. I felt like I had time warped back to the 1800s and about to have tea with royalty. You see her hand, though. How odd does that look? Fingers look really odd. He stepped up to me and Teo and gave us a slight bow. Normally, this would be ridiculously out of place, but not at an arcade convention. He's a character from a hot fighting game called Melee Maidens. It's all about ninja maids and battle butlers duking it out for the right to serve a fancy party or something. Oh my, I think I'm in love! Tea, Earl Grey, hot. Well, something's familiar about this butler. I don't know, do we want to encourage her? I don't know, I don't think we do. I don't really like Earl Grey, but the funny joke is probably what I'd go with in real life. The cosplayer is decked out in full butler regalia, teapot and all. Oh, it's a teapot now, okay. I think I'll play along in this charade. Just in time, the dilithium crystals are busted and the replicators are on the fritz. Number 1, make it so. TC, it's me. It is I, Michelle. I shall say this only once. Retro throwback for all of you LOLO fans. How does Mystery Butler know my name? Do I have a stalker who is also a butler? What if we work together? Aha. Am I like blind or something in this? Did Francine hire someone and not tell me about it? How long have Gavin, Naomi and Ashley? Took you long enough, Jesus. The confused look on your face, ha! Priceless. Have you never seen Ashley's cosplay before? Crossplay. I said cosplay then, didn't I? Crossplay before. Possibly, possibly not. What's crossplay? It's when you cosplay as another gender. Oh, okay. Oh, did I write this? Ashley, seriously, you look completely different. I didn't even recognise you. I'm sorry I let you think otherwise for a minute, but it was all in good fun. No worries, it's pretty impressive work. No, it's not impressive at all. I mean, I could have done a much better job at sewing the coattails, and I need to be like 5 inches taller, and I didn't go to the gym enough before this. You can't change any of that now. Honestly, it looks fine. Mainly, you're shaped like a girl, so it's you're not going to look like a guy. But anyway. Regardless, the cosplay parade is starting soon, and I need to get over there. You should come with me. Oh no, I've got to make a choice! It's not even a tough choice, is it? Hey now, TC was going with me to the Showtime stage gathering. Well, whatever TC wants to do, it's her choice. That's fair. Either way, it'd be a good opportunity to promote Funplex hype to one crowd or another. So, would you like to come with me to the cosplay parade? Or join me in the flash mob? Oh, you guys! It's not a tough choice because it's Teo, isn't it? I mean, obviously I would really like to see the cosplay thing, and in another playthrough I will choose to do that, but as it is.
Hell yeah!
Hell yeah! Tame Teo. Tame Teo. Let's go. Bye-bye, Butler. Teo led the way as we navigated around clusters in the crowd, his boombox carried at his side. There was zigging and zagging through hallways, people and booths. Every step I took, I was more bewildered with the whole event, and the more I felt very, very small in an entire ocean of arcade fans. How was I supposed to inform all these people about Funplex hype? There is literally no way to get the word out to thousands of gamers. It was going to take a gaming miracle, or some sort of, I don't know what, or at least not a complete and utter failure. Heck, I'd even settle for not getting trampled and having maybe like 10 people show up. Set your expectations low so when something happens you'll be pleasantly surprised. Another family motto. But that's not what I'm about anymore. I'm trying to bait the mold, right? And here we are, my friend. Let's just take a second to appreciate the scenery in the background. Dance Studio Central. A concerned guy on the right with a beard looking at his phone. And some people, there's somebody asleep on the table just behind Teo there. Obviously had a long day. When our race through the maze ended, we were standing in an atrium of sorts. Glass ceilings and walls covered half all the space, letting in a ton of natural light. It was a welcome shock to the system. Working in the arcade business, you rarely have access to windows, and the convention centre for Max was no different. It's all simple psychology, really. No windows equals no sense of time for people, meaning they spend way more time and money in the arcade because they lose track of it all. At least that's what Gavin taught me. And I'm pretty sure he knows his science on arcades and the people in them. The atrium is pretty secluded from the rest of the convention. It's quieter than all the hustle and bustle of the main hall. The people are all more dispersed here since this location also holds the food court. People are slurping down fruit smoothies and munching on fries while enjoying a break from the craziness that is Max. I'm trying to remember EGX what food options there were. There was definitely a fish and chip stand because I had food from there. I don't remember anything as healthy as fruit smoothies. Don't get me wrong, there are still games out here, just significantly less. Fewer. And all the games here are dancing games. There are a few stages set up around the space. People are dancing to their heart's content. I see classics like DDR and ITG Showtime stage highlighted in the centre.
Hey, pretty great spot, isn't it?
I can see why you choose this place. Oh, I thought he was going to carry on talking. It's Dance Central. Well, not Dance Central by Harmonix, just, Dance Central. I think it's the only place big enough for your flash mob.
Hey, keep it quiet. Flash mobs are
Flash mob, you say?
Secret and stuff until it all goes down.
My lips are mum from here on out. Sealed, I mean.
Good. I can't have you ruining the surprise. But in all seriousness, I really appreciate you being here. It means a lot to me.
Oh,
cheering me on and just being your amazing self. I'm honored to call you my friend.
Oh, Teo. Of course, you're a dear and special friend to me. Speaking of being friends, you want to help me get the word out about Funplex hype? I was hoping you'd volunteer.
For you? I got you. But it'll have to wait until after the flash mob. We should be starting any minute now.
Oh no. I'm just waiting for my leads to show up. What if his lead dancers don't show up? What if I have to dance and I don't know any of the moves? This is like an actual nightmare. While I stand next to Teo, I note several familiar faces from the Funplex. It looks like most of the Showtime stage regulars have showed up to support him. Most of them are chatting among themselves, some are playing the various dancing games, and others are waiting for Teo's signal. Speaking of the Dancing King himself, Teo looks like a sheepdog that's lost his herd. He's watching the crowds frantically for his friends, and he's mumbling to himself under his breath. He normally has such a calm and collected air about him. This is completely unlike him. But if there's people coming from the other countries, from other dance communities to join it, he's not going to recognise them, is he? Surely. Teo, what's up?
Well,
Oh, just worrying about everything collapsing from underneath me. This whole thing won't work unless I have all the group leaders. And right now it's just me and my sister. Sister? You never mentioned you had a sister before. Well, you don't really talk about family much, so I felt it would be impolite to bring it up. He's such a polite young man. Touché. Your sister is one of the dance leaders?
absolutely.
Oh yeah, she's probably a better dancer than I am. She has no biceps like yours though. She taught me everything I know about dancing, from the chassé to the moonwalk. When I was a kid, I would watch her dance recitals and be in complete awe. Every turn, step and movement was done with absolute elegance. I can't even come close to comparing to my sister. Wow, I'm awful. Oh, you're not. Hold up just a minuet. Teo rolls his eyes and lets out an exasperated sigh at my cool dancing pun. You're way more talented than all the others that dance at the Funplex. That's why they chose you as their leader. They look up to you so much, for more than just teaching new dogs old tricks. You're kind, TC, but what you don't understand is that Showtime stage is completely different than traditional dance. You lost me. Like, we were walking along the same point there, but then I spotted a candy store and ran off. That's how lost I am. Oh, thinking bubble. With Showtime stage, you're forced to move within a finite box. You can't glide across a dance floor or jump as high as you want in a grand jeté. While it looks very similar, it's restrictive. Dance is all about freedom of expression, and you don't have that as much in Showtime stage. Well, I'm not the best dancer. I am good at one thing. What's that? Games.
Exactly.
Exactly. Games with dancing elements in them, to be exact. Funny enough, my sister doesn't even play dancing games. She's terrible at them, in fact. But she's helped me figure this whole flash mob out, and if it doesn't work, I'm going to be mortified. How bad will it look if 300 people are all prancing around out of sync? He holds his hands up to his face in horror, much like the Scream painting. When I look at his hands, I can see them shaking. Oh, Bay! He's doing his best to keep it together, but if I don't find a way to calm him down, he's going to break. I can think of a way! That's close, that's close. Straight in with the hug. Come on then. Let's do this thing. Sorry, Duncanland. Nothing makes me feel more at ease than a hug. Just being comforted is enough to make all my worries melt away. Maybe that's all Teo needs. I hope this doesn't backfire dramatically. Do you need a hug? Can I give you a hug? Yes, please! I thought you'd never ask. Oh my god. I open my arms and give him a friendly hug. Don't give him a friendly hug. Give him a full body press up hug. I can feel his whole body relax. He lets out a big long sigh. Oh, if this is all it takes, I should be worried more often to get more of these TC hugs. Wow. He looks way more relaxed now. He's laughing and smiling like he normally does.
Thank you.
Thanks. I'm so ready for this now. Oh, can you excuse me for a minute? I see my peep. And he's gone. Just like that. I nod and he dashes off towards a group of people. They're all huddled together. When he approaches, they give him hugs and high fives. Not as good as my hug though, was it, I bet. Everyone is in great spirits as they're getting ready for the big moment. Grabs his boombox from where he left it earlier, makes his way up to the main stage. As soon as his foot touches the platform, the Funplex crew who had commandeered Showtime stage quickly springs into action. One of them runs behind the Showtime stage cabinet and unplugs it from the wall. The bouncy Europop that was playing is replaced with dead silence. A collective gasp comes from the atrium. The other crew member pulls out a microphone from a nearby pack and hands it to Teo. He plugs the cord into the back of the boombox and brings it in close to his mouth. Sounds weird with no sound behind it now. It's like that must be how it would feel in the hall as it happened. Max, are you ready for me to rock your body? Yes, yes we are. There are cheers from the crowd as all the dancers are ready to get on with the flash mob. The delight of the crowd is feeding Teo's energy and he's gulping it up. Don't turn away, not even for a second. He looks directly at me and blows a kiss my way. Swoon. Oh my god, look at this pose. It's amazing. Watch me now. He begins with a snap and everyone falls into place. As Teo moves his body, everyone in the audience starts to mimic him. Slowly more people join in, group of people after group of people. Soon the entire room is dancing, moving together like a school of fish. But way more upbeat, and not getting eaten by sharks. Music pumps into the atrium and everyone is feeling it. Teo leads the flash mob from the stage and he's putting his entire spirit in. He's smiling from ear to ear as he hits every beat with utter precision. And he's still wearing his TC Loves Games coloured bangles, I notice. In my colours, baby! The con-goers who aren't participating in the flash mob have pulled out their phones and are recording the whole thing. Gamers are exchanging gossip and taking pictures. I'm sure I'll be reading all about this all over the social media. The social media? Actually, I should probably post something about this on our face wall. Oh yeah, we took over the face wall account, didn't we? I pull out my phone like everyone else and snap a few pics and video clips. The flash mob itself didn't last more than a few minutes. And in a dramatic end, Teo jumps off the stage and into the crowd. Oh, I thought he was gonna crowd surf and like injure himself or something. The people immediately part for Teo as he strolls deeper into the middle of the masses. The same Funplex crew members that helped earlier are following him with the boombox. Once Teo makes it to the centre of the crowd, he motions for his friends to put it down. Once again, he brings the mic up. Is he standing in front of me? Well, did you like it? And once again, cheers erupt from the throng of dancers. Teo claps along with all the bystanders.
Thank you.
Thank you, Max. You are too sweet. You know, I couldn't have done this whole thing without the help of my friend TC. Oh, more clapping and shouting, only this time it's for me? Ooh, me? She gave me encouragement when I needed it most. TC, why don't you come here for a minute? Me? I point to myself. No, the other TC standing behind you. Get your buns over here. Well, that's one sort of chat line, I guess. I feel a couple of people lightly pushed me towards Teo, like shoved in the back. Oh, I look so thrilled to be there. Hesitantly, I made my way over to him. It was weird to be surrounded by that many people, but being next to Teo made me comfortable about the whole situation. I'd not realised that this makes me look like I'm taller than him. My eyes are higher than his eyes, there. So, unless I'm standing on a box, I don't know how I feel about this. It's good to have backup. Everyone, give it up for TC. More happy people cheer me. Now, I really want you all to listen to her. Like, really listen. It's an important announcement. He hands me the mic and leans in next to me, whispering in my ear. You wanted help with the Funplex hype, right? Well, you've got the floor. Go ahead, tell everyone about it. Oh god. Public speaking in the worst possible scenario. Okay. Looking out across the masses, my chest felt tight and I could feel a bead of sweat run down my back. Teo smiled at me earnestly, waiting for me to speak to everyone. This was it, wasn't it? This is what I'd been asking for, to go out and do something for myself? I couldn't back down now. I had to do this for myself. I was going to prove to myself, that I am not a duplication of my family. I can break the mold! What? I took a deep breath and mustered every ounce of confidence I could find hiding within. I took the mic in my hand, blinked once, and began to speak. How's everyone enjoying their Max? A good amount of wooing and cheering came from those around me. Step 1. Always get the audience on your side. What about that flash mob though? Fantastic, right? I know you're all having such a great time. Why let it end after today? Next weekend, Francine's Arcade Funplex at the Twin Pines Mall is going to be putting on a special event, and it's going to be a hell of a time. It's called Funplex Hype, and we need your help to make it as good, if not better, than Max. Teo leans in to play the part of my co-MC.
Sure.
You had me at a special event. Tell me more. Funplex. This sounds like an essay. The Funplex is a growing and humble arcade, but packed with the best games around and the best gamers around. It's our first big event, and we need your help to make it rock. We're having a Fist of Discomfort tournament, an exhibition event to break the world record high score of Moopy's Magical Maze. High score competitions on every game in the arcade all day long, and we'll be revealing a brand new mystery game, a rarity that you won't believe. Ooh. But that's not all, right, TC? Nope. Showtime Stage is a huge part of the Funplex, and we owe Teo our thanks for that. As you know, he's cultivated this community to what it is today, and to celebrate that, we want to offer the exclusive event to all you dancers out there. The special dancing event at Funplex Hype will be... Drumroll, please. Teo starts slapping his hands on his thighs to imitate a drum. Oh, I have to choose. A tournament, or free play, or a live DJ. This engenders competition, and I think the things we already mentioned had high score competitions and that kind of thing, so this is just like a kind thing to do, so we'll go with free play for the entire event. The Showtime Stage community spends so much money on their game, and it's not cheap. What better way to give back to them by having them not pay for the game for the entire day? I'm sure Gavin won't mind. I'm pretty sure he will, but never mind. You don't have to spend a single token on Showtime Stage for all of Funplex Hype. Another roar from everyone in the atrium. It's so loud that I swear the windows shook. Fantastic. Everything you said sounds just amazing. I know I'll be there. But you work there, sort of, so you kind of have to be there. Wonderful. I hope to see all of your faces there next weekend. I point to as many people around me as I can. There were several more shouts, and then naturally the crowd started to disperse. I kind of feel a stress as if I'd actually had to do that in real life. As Teo and I were cleaning up after the flash mob, my phone in my pocket started going off. At first it was a couple of vibrations, but before I could realise what was happening, my phone started seizing. Seizing? What the? I pulled my phone from my pocket, and when I looked at it, the Funplex's face wall had over 1,000 likes. No, really, what? The hell?
Beep beep.
Beep beep, can I interrupt? I might have borrowed the pictures and video clips you snapped earlier and applied the proper hashtags and links to the Funplex's social media accounts. Iris, why don't you just do all the work? Why am I even pretending?
Good work.
Since the content went live, activity on the Funplex's face wall has increased 700%. The buzz about Funplex hype is off the scale. Note to self, invent a new scale. I quickly scanned my own face wall, and even people I knew who weren't arcaders were talking up a storm about it. I also heard people around me discussing it. Excited Rando says, I can't wait till next weekend, that Funplex hype thing sounds like a blast. I'm totally going to that Funplex place. What's this mystery game they mentioned? It was great to hear all the buzz around the atrium, and Iris really helped with the social media aspect. I can't believe it was that easy. Oh, it's never that easy till they're there, mate. Don't fall for it. Sometimes that's all it takes. That was great fun, but I am totally exhausted. Me too, mate, me too. Me too, me too. Hashtag me too. But you didn't dance. Hey, I faced my fears in front of several hundred people. If that's not exhausting, then I don't know what is. Buddy. Plus I'm hungry. You could always go over to one of the food vendors and pay $12 for overly salted french fries. Well, there goes my appetite. You know, Gavin and Naomi are running a pop-up arcade for the Funplex along with some other local arcades in Hall B. Could always pop by there for a breather with some friends. That doesn't give me food though, does it? How about I meet you there later? I need to debrief with the other leaders first. Sounds good. Be seeing you. More hugs? More hugs? No, no more hugs. I waved bye to Teo as I made my way towards Exhibit Hall B on the lookout for Gavin's serious face or Naomi's kind one. And that is where we are going to leave it for now, because that is half an hour. That was exciting, wasn't it? Kind of both relieved and saddened slightly that we didn't get to dance with Teo again. Still haven't danced with him properly, have we? But yeah, it went well. And yeah, instant hype. All the hype, which is very, very good. So yeah, we'll call it there. And next time, tune in to find out what we're up to with Gavin and Naomi in this pop-up arcade that I knew nothing about until literally now. Awesome, I will see you then. So if you enjoyed this video, thanks very much, I'm really grateful. This is the bit where I'm meant to tell you to smash the subscribe button, but I'm sure you already know how to do that should you want to. Instead, if you'd like to chat with me about games live, please drop me a follow on Twitch. Also, as you can see, I have a Patreon. It's not just a place to beg for your money though, it's the hub for all things TC Loves Games. News, info, thoughts, plans and more. It's totally free to follow me on there and be part of my journey through the world of games. But if you'd like to pledge as well, there are some lovely rewards available for you. I'll see you next time. Much love.